Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today's video, we are going to be testing out the BellaPierre Pro Concealer palette. I received this in a Yes Oh Yes bag in December, and I'm just now getting around to trying it out. So if you guys want to see how this goes and hear my thoughts on this, then stay tuned. So today I am going to be using the BellaPierre Pro Concealer palette. I got this in my Yes Oh Yes bag in December, and I haven't used this because I wanted to make a video using it because this apparently was an BoxyCharm, and a lot of people on the Yes Oh Yes Instagram were saying that this was the worst thing that they've ever received in BoxyCharm. So I'm very curious. Right off the bat, the smell is making me gag. It smells like crayons. It's disgusting. It's really bad, and I don't have high hopes for this video at all. If it's horrible, this is still being uploaded, just so you know, because I want you guys to know that if it's a good product or not. So if you've never color corrected before, it's really easy, and if you need help, just Google a color wheel and that'll help you. So purple shades cancel out yellows in your skin. They also help brighten, so they're really great for under your eye. Greens will cancel out reds, any redness in your face. I like to use it for my cheeks sometimes, my nose, and if I have any pimples. Then oranges are good for blues, so if you have like really dark circles, this would be great. Or if you have like veiny eyelids, because I know some people have that, this will help too, because if your veins are really like blue. It's really easy. Like I said, I'll link down below in the description box my video of color correcting with a L'Oreal palette that I really like, because I know that one's really good. These just don't look creamy. They look very waxy, and on the back with the ingredients, it's like wax. Like it's just, this is all wax. So I might just be putting like a candle on my face. So I'm going to just take my finger, because I don't think a brush is going to pick these up. And I'm going to go in with the green. Oh, they're kind of creamy. Okay. Weird. They just look so waxy, but it's really creamy. And I'm just going to pat it in the area of my pimples and the redness on my cheek, because I'm really red there. So I feel like everyone color corrects in different ways. This is just like my way of how I like to do it. I don't color correct often either, like ever, because I don't really use concealer. So I just cleaned off my finger, and I'm just going to go into the purple now. And I'm just going to lightly pat this underneath my eyes. So far, it's not the worst, but I'm really nervous that it's just going to cake up, because I don't use concealer ever. If you're new to my channel, I don't use concealer, because every time I do, my concealer gets really cakey. And I've tried everything. I've tried eye creams, I've tried different primers, I've tried, you know, just different ways of putting it on, and nothing really helps. So I've done it all, trust me. So I'm just going to blend it out with this little Emax sponge. Just really tap it into the skin lightly. I mean, my under eyes do look a little brighter already. And then I'm going to take the other side of this sponge, the flat side, just to do the pimples. So I really like to layer it on when I have pimples, because my pimples are always like really bad. According to some picture I saw on the internet, this is either stress or allergy related because of where they are. So I know that some people will just go right in with foundation after this. I don't, because the foundations that I typically wear are kind of like lightweight, and the greens and the purples seep through and you can really see it. So I'm going to go in with my NYX Above and Beyond Full Coverage Concealer. Again, using my fingers, and just really lightly going to put this on top and in the areas that I applied the color correcting, just so it could kind of mix together. This doesn't really like defeat the purpose in my opinion, but it does help really conceal also. And I always use a concealer that's a little lighter than my skin tone, just because to give that lighter effect, and the foundation just will work its magic and even everything out. So right here, it's like really green, a little too green for my liking, so I'm just going to go in with a little more concealer. and blend it out there. That way it's not so green. So next I'm just going to go on with the foundation that I've been using, and it is the NEUTROGENA Hydra Boost Hydrating Tint in the shade Nude. And I'm just going to apply this to my face and blend it out with a sponge. I will fast forward this part for you guys so you don't have to sit through it. So I feel like already it's kind of like caking up and separating underneath my eye, which always happens. I was kind of anticipating that. I don't know why that happens. I can use a brush to apply my foundation. I can use a brush to apply the concealer. I can do all of that, and it just never, ever works. That's why I don't use concealer anymore, and I'll just layer on foundation underneath my under eye. So my pimples do look better. If you guys can tell, they just look like two growths on my face that you could easily just make into like a pimple or a freckle. I mean, a bee mark, which is what I normally do anyway. With the under eyes, I don't know if you can tell, and I doubt you can, but like right here, it's just like pilling look like it gets like all dotty and gross. And this happens every time I put concealer on my under eye. It is the weirdest thing, and it's any concealer. It's so weird. So I'm just gonna go finish up the rest of my face, and I'm going to come back and I'll let you guys know my final thoughts on this color correcting palette. All right, I am back, and we're going to chat about this BellaPierre Pro Correcting Palette. So I don't know what is going on with this palette, because when I looked it up on the BellaPierre website and Google, I could not find it on their US site. In the US, this retails for $50, but then if you Google the Pro Conceal palette, it comes right up on their European website, and it's 25 euros. I cannot find this anywhere on their American website. It is the weirdest thing. So my final thoughts on this. One, I really like that it has a mirror. I think the mirror is really nice. Sorry if I blinded you. The scent, like I said, it's literally making my stomach turn. It smells so bad I have to shut it. I think it did a pretty nice job color correcting. I think my pimples look pretty good. There's like a little bit of green right here, but you can't really tell. Once you put like bronzer on and all that stuff, it like goes away. And my under eyes look really bad. Really bad. There's a lot of creasing. It's like bumpy. There's a lot of textures going on. I am not a fan. There's also a hair here. There's just so many. It's like bad wrinkles. It's not like the normal wrinkles. I don't know how to describe it, but it just creases like crazy. And I'm just not a fan of how that looks. And like I said, there's just like a lot of texture. I kind of feel like it does accentuate textures. I also noticed that it really clings to any dry patches. My pimples are really dry because I've been putting like the dry out stuff on it, and it's just clinging to those patches. So it really accentuates any dry patches. So would I recommend this BellaPierre palette? No. There are better drugstore options like this L'Oreal one. This is a little expensive. This is what it looks like. I know mine's really dirty. I've had it for a while. It's between like $14 to $18, which is like expensive for drugstore, but that's becoming like the new norm for drugstore prices. But this is just a better alternative. I'll have this one linked down below. I really like that it teaches you if you don't know what to do on the back here. I think that's really nice and handy. But I wouldn't recommend this. I just think it's not the best. It reeks. The smell is just alone is one thing I wouldn't recommend it for. But there's better drugstore alternatives, like I said. L'Oreal has one, NYX has one. I don't know what other brands have one that are drugstore. If you guys know, share in the comments down below. Help, let's help each other out here. But yeah, I would not recommend this BellaPierre palette. It's just not the best. And that is it for today's video. Let me know in the comments down below, have you tried out this BellaPierre Pro Correcting Kit, Concealer Kit? I would like to hear your thoughts on it, and if you know of any good drugstore alternatives, please share in the comments down below so we can all help each other out. If you liked this video, please give it a big thumbs up. Don't forget to hit that red button down below to subscribe to my channel for more videos. If you have any video suggestions, please let me know in the comments down below. If you want me to try out any more products and do videos like this, because I did one like trying a beauty blender, I'll link that down below if you missed that. Let me know in the comments down below, because these videos are fun to do. Or if you just have any, or if you just want to leave a comment saying hey, please do that too. And that is all I have to say. So I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.